It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm David Stroud here with Scooter Scott Callies.
Whoop, whoop.
It's a beautiful day. It's going to be nice.
Compared to yesterday, it is a beautiful day.
Definitely. You know, I can't believe how much rain we got. I can't believe the flooding that happened. I mean,
I was completely shocked because that night, I mean, I heard the thunder throughout the night. I knew there was lightning and thunder going on, and you know, periodically it'd wake you up. You'd hear a little bit of it, and you know, but I never heard any downpour. I mean, it never seemed like it was really rain that much. I knew we got some rain, but it's like, all right. So then I come out of the house and come down my steps, and I could see my pool, and it was full. I mean, overflowing, and I'm like, all right, so we got a number of inches.
Definitely.
And then by the time I got here and started looking up and started getting reports from people and stuff, and I'm like, ooh, this is bad news. Yeah,
that's social media. Started scrolling and seeing videos over there in Yellville. The Crooked Creek was just slammed, flowing into the square, knocked down a couple of bridges, or I guess moved them. South 14.
Yeah, Peel, over by Peel, there was a bridge that was damaged, and then there was another one. There was a couple bridges that got. I mean, it was a mess. And then Flippin was in the same boat. They had a number of people that were trapped in homes, stuff like that couldn't get out. And
Yellville nursing home.
Yes,
where Aunt Joanne. Family member that they moved them to the community center or something in Yellville, but then she had to go down to Little Rock because there was no room in Mountain Home. In Mountain View there was a RV park that I've seen a few pictures of travel trailers and probably fifth wheels. I remember travel trailers that were 3/4 of the way up.
Jeez.
Yeah. So hopefully everybody's okay. But yeah, I was surprised the next day that happened. You're right, though. I woke up a couple times to the thunder, lightning, and I'm thinking, wow, it's really getting it. And then you just fall back asleep. But
you never think about the devastation that's going on that you're not seeing and you're not hearing about it. And could you imagine if you lived in those? I mean, you're sleeping just like us.
Yeah.
You know, you're waking up to a disaster, and some of them, frankly, worried about how the heck they're going to get out of their home. I mean, how are they going to?
Yeah,
I hate that. I mean, I really do, especially after a tornado and then have this hit right after. It's just, it can cause a lot of devastation. And
when it rains, it pours.
You ain't kidding.
Hopefully nothing else. Hopefully we're out of the woods for now. I'd hope. We'll see.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. Give us a break.
Get
but
used to it.
I do give our prayers out to the people that were affected, and I know that there was a lot of you. And
one thing about our community, though, is that we all band together to help those in need. And I'm sure it won't be any different than after the tornado. There'll be a lot of people step up, a lot of businesses step up and help those that were affected by the storms a couple of days ago. So. And that's what it means to live in the Twin Lakes area and surrounding areas, the Ozarks, all the way up to Hollister.
The weather can change just like that.
Yep, that is true.
Now, on the good side, it's left some beautiful temperatures for a while.
I'll take it. 80, 81, and lows of 60s. And
if there's stuff you got to do outside, now is the time.
I tell you what. Yeah, this weekend, I'm sure that we'll find something. At least Sunday. I'll be on work Saturday. But come by and see us on Saturday. Anyway, shall we start the show?
Sure, you bet.
All right. Hospice of the Ozarks. They sponsor the morning prayer. Since 1979, they believe that every individual is unique, special, and worthy of quality end-of-life care. Hospice matters. The end of life deserves as much beauty, care, and respect as the beginning. They're still a non-for-profit 501c3. There's never been a charge to a patient or their families for hospice care, and this commitment remains a part of their mission. We'll pause now for the morning prayer. As Scooter and I talked about, Lord, please watch over those that were affected by the storms a couple days ago. We know you'll find them the right people to help them. safe place to go, and we hope that they're going to be okay. As always, watch over our children, our first responders, and our military, those that put themselves in harm's way for our freedoms. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
Hospice of the Ozarks, you can call them and ask them about respite care at 870-508-1771. You're taking care of a loved one and you need a weekend off, maybe a day throughout the week. It's okay to give them a call and have them take in your family member.
It's a good thing to recharge your batteries every now and then.
That's right. That's what Scooter always says. If you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of others. I said that wrong.
It's close.
As Scooter always says.
It was close. You got to take care of yourself first.
Yes.
So you can take care of others.
Exactly. And that's okay. It's okay to ask for help every once in a while.
Yes.
So give Hospice of the Ozarks a call, 870-508-1771. Now we'll hear a word from our sponsor, the Z-Team. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Bob Zador of the Z-Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z-Team would like to be your one. Give us a call, 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the Morning Show on XL7-TV, the Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, they will take care of you. From start to finish, they make sure all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed to get you to the closing on time. Because, Scooter and I have talked about it many times before. Lenders have different parameters, different things that you have to do, inspections to be done.
Some of them got a lot of hoops that you got to cross.
A lot of hoops.
Yeah.
And so you're going to want to make sure you have professionals that get that done correctly the first time, and then that way you get to that closing on time. It's you've got people in front of you, behind you, that they're waiting for your inspection to be done to make sure that their loan gets closed on time. It's a domino effect that if you don't have the right people taking care of you, it can really put a wrench in things. It can make a mess. Yes.
Not in just your deal, but in a lot of other deals.
Mm-hmm. So make sure you give the professionals a call. I remember when Carla and I were thinking about selling ours back at the end of 2020, and we were doing it ourselves, and I had it up for sale for about 3 weeks, and then I thought, nah, we're done.
We're done.
But, just the things that people were asking us as we were showing the home. And even doing that, do you want to be the salesperson? Do you want to be the realtor? Do you want to talk to everybody? Do you want to show it at different hours?
Knowing what all goes on behind the scenes, and I don't know it all either. I mean,
right.
I've just seen enough with Linda and stuff like that, know that I do not want to deal with that.
Yeah.
You have to know all the details.
Yeah.
And I don't stay up with it. I mean, I wouldn't know all the little things. I wouldn't.
No,
there ain't no way. I'll let them deal with that.
Correct. Well, let's take a look at the White River, brought to you by the Z-Team. Beautiful color, Arkansas.
It looks so much better. Did you see it yesterday?
It was brown, nasty, and flowing, buddy.
Flooded.
Yeah, I saw the pictures.
So much. Oh, it was.
Somebody had gone on to the Rainbow Bridge. You can see there to the left and shot a video, and it looked crazy, muddy and high. And they were talking about how in the center of the river there's usually land, like a little island, like David's Island over there to the right, and it was completely covered. And so it does look a lot better today. You can still see it looks a little brown. It's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, it's definitely better than it was yesterday. But this beautiful view can be seen on retiredtoarkansas.net, and you can see another view that moves around.
This one's on the train station
is
right
it?
now. Yeah,
oh, my favorite. And look, there's not a full train, but there's at least the engine. There's the engine there.
That's a BNSF.
BNSF?
Burlington Northern Santa Fe Railroad train.
They've been around forever.
Well, they used to be separated.
But
it used to be Santa Fe Railroad and Burlington Northern.
And then they
we merged.
Combined forces and very good. But do you see how
learn something new every day?
I know, right? You can see these views at retiredtoarkansas.net, where you can also find the Z-Team listings, the MLS listings, and a plethora of information about the Ozarks. This is really cool, though, that like the other day, wake up in the morning, go to retiredarkansas.net, find these live views and see what it's like outside before you even get out of bed. But if you're looking to buy or sell a home, the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, can take care of you. 870-405-0793. Let's take a look at the weather, brought to you by the Z Team. Mountain Home at 67, Harrison at 66, Batesville at 72, Yellville at 68, Marshall at 70, excuse me, Salem at 64, Mountain View at 70, Calico Rock at 67, West Plains, Missouri at 64, Springfield at 65, Popular Bluff at 67, and St. Louis at 65. National Weather Radar has sporadic activity across the country. You can see starting in northern Idaho and parts of Montana. You go to northern Texas and the Panhandle, and across the border of Texas and Louisiana, southern Arkansas. I mean, stretching all the way down into Florida, up the East Coast. There's parts of Kentucky. You know, just patches here and there. We'll zoom into Missouri and Arkansas. You can see later on in the day that it starts to accumulate on the border of Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas, and south of Little Rock. You're going to have quite a bit of activity. So south of Little Rock, as you start to head towards Louisiana, be careful. Arkansas and Missouri line looks like we're in the clear for today, which is good. I'll take it. And let's move to watches and warnings. Let's see what we have. It looks like Arkansas has a flood advisory over towards the Jonesboro, well, in between Jonesboro and Hardy. I can't tell exactly where it's at. Let's see where that's at. Let's just click on it. And there we go. Well, it looks like Batesville. And on the border of Sussex County. So be careful in those areas. Watch out for low water bridges. Turn around and go another route if it doesn't look safe. Today it's high of 82 and sunny. Tonight low of 60, mostly clear. Friday high of 81 and sunny. Friday night low of 59, mostly clear. Saturday high of 83 and sunny. Saturday night low of 63 and partly cloudy. Sunday high of 83 and partly sunny. Sunday night we've got a slight chance of thunderstorms at 20% and a low of 60. And Monday we've got a 40% chance of thunderstorms and a high of 81. Love these temperatures right here. Don't you, Scooter?
Yes.
It's going to be real nice. Pollen count today, tree pollen is none, grass pollen is low, and ragweed is low. Norfolk Lake water level is at 561.19. Level is 9.19 feet above full pool. And they have not updated since Monday, so I'm not sure what the current activity is. Most of the time it's been that they were shut down as far as generating, but they've had spillway gates open.
Yep.
Bull Shoals Lake water level 663.22. Level is 4.22 feet above full pool. But again, don't know because they haven't updated since Monday.
Yeah, we're not sure of the generation.
Yeah. I'm sure they've got something open.
Well, they got to watch waters down south too, so.
Well, true.
Yeah, just depends on how much relief they're getting where they can open the generations back up.
Very good. That is Look at Your Weather, brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. And give them a call at 870-405-0793 for all your real estate needs. Go to retiredarkansas.net where you can find their listings, the MLS listings. And with that, we'll hear a word from another sponsor.
We'll go ahead and take a quick break.
We're going to take, see,
we'll be right back.
Throws me a loop.
Your senior health care specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
If you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, then head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. With over 20 flavors to choose from, like German chocolate cake or sea salt caramel, it's always homemade and delicious. Paradise Cream has something for everyone and also carries dairy-free and vegan ice cream options. So whether you like it in a cup or in one of their homemade waffle cones, you're in for a wonderful dessert experience. Located at 1525 North Main Street in Harrison, right across from Pizza Hut and Castle Rental, or in Mountain Home next to Ramada Inn, because you're on your way to paradise.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care in Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 Series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the Morning Show on XL7-TV. This part of Community News is brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. Located on 4423 Highway 62 West in Mountain Home, Arkansas. They've got a sea of orange Kubotas and blue New Hollands. They've got RTVs and zero turns. Buddy, they can take care of you for all your outdoor needs. Pre-owned. We got service, parts,
attachments, implements, whatever you can, whatever you're looking for. And if you're just needing something to get serviced, if you're looking to buy something new, they got you covered either way.
Most definitely. You can give them a call at 870-425-3434. Go to their website at ozarksfarmandlawn.com. See some promotions and specials. But better yet, just go by and see them. It's always best to talk to them in person and see their selection, and they can help you through.
Try out the different kinds of tractors, find out what fits.
Yeah, exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Of course.
And in community news, North Central Regional Medical Center is going to have their blood mobile in the parking lot in Harrison. That's at 620 North Main. That'll be today from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Appointments are strongly encouraged, and to schedule your appointment, you can call 417-227-5006. You can go to the cbco.org website, and you'll get yourself a plush beach towel for donating your blood.
Now you're talking.
That's what I'm talking about. You got to bribe people.
I never got a beach towel when giving blood.
Me neither, but it's been a long time since I gave blood.
It's a good summer thing to do.
Definitely. Very good. And it looks like the Veterans Appreciation Outreach Picnic, which is a good ways away, but never too early to start talking about it. October 5th at 11 a.m. at Arkansas State University in Mountain Home. All veterans, active military, and their families are invited to celebrate with free food, beverages, and camaraderie. Be sure to visit each table for information and giveaways. They'll have the Katie Laney Project there. Opening ceremony with the Star Spangled Banner performed by Leanne Jackson at 11 a.m. And then the Katie Laney project will be 11 to 1. And that'll be good for our veterans and our active military personnel. I think every year it grows and grows. It gets bigger and bigger. So go by for the Veterans Appreciation and Outreach Picnic, October 5th at 11 a.m. And the Baxter County Library always has something going on. This, Saturday, July 20th at 6 p.m. They will have the Charlotte Freeland Band. You can find this program guide on their website. You can just go right here, and program guide is on this drop-down box, and that's where I'm at. Adult programs, children programs, you've got things you can check out, book clubs. There's another show, the Joe Coover Magic Show, Saturday, July 27th at 10:30 a.m. It's an award-winning magic and family-friendly comedy. Like I said, go to baxtercountylibrary.org, where you drop this down here to the program guide. You can also go by and pick one up at the library or at the Chamber of Commerce and see everything that they have going on. Summer's not over yet, and they have a lot to offer for your children, tweens and teens, senior citizens, adults. There's just always something for everybody. So go by and see them. And if you want to, there we go. You can go to enjoymountainhome.com, the Chamber of Commerce's website, to their calendar of events and see what's going on each day. You can submit your event right here, so if you have something going on you want to let the public know about, just submit your information and have them put them on their calendar, and you can see each day in the upper right corner has how many events are going on that day. Yeah, Baxter County Library always puts their stuff on there, the Schliemann Center. And lots of good information from the Chamber of Commerce here in Mountain Home. They're very active in our community.
They are.
And we appreciate them very much. But that is a look at your community news, brought to you by Ozarks Farm and Lawn, the dealership that deals. Now we'll take a short commercial break.
Yep.
And we'll be back with Jeff Quick of the North Food Bank of North Central Arkansas and Mayor Hillary Adams.
All you've ever wanted was a place to write your story. You hear it's not the right time to buy or sell a house, but really, the best time is when it's right for you. The real estate markets, they change, they go up, they go down. One thing that doesn't change is where you want to be in your life. The professionals you team up with will make your story happen. The Z Team are the professionals you need to hire for your next chapter. So call the Z Team at 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East, retiredtoarkansas.net.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the Mountain Home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Welcome back to the Morning Show on XL7-TV. Our guests are Jeff Quick of the Food Bank in North Central Arkansas and Mayor Hillary Adams of the City of Mountain Home. Thank you both for joining us this morning.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, how are you?
Doing good.
Doing
yeah.
Y'all have been very busy the past month and a half.
Yeah.
And now we had the floods a couple of days ago, so I'm sure you're going to be very busy again.
Yeah, my counterpart over in Northwest Arkansas sent me an email early this morning, and he said, "Man, dude, what's going on next? Do you have locusts coming or what?" You know, it's like every time you turn around, there's something serious happening. You know.
Yeah. Scooter and I
sure
asked
don't
this
need
morning to
another
stop.
rain.
Yeah, it's time to stop.
No more rain.
Yeah, no more. I say, middle of June, we weren't getting anything. We came back from our trip, and it was just dry. And now we've got more than enough, so thank you. But
yeah,
we're
thanks.
good.
We're good.
Yeah, definitely.
For a while.
Well, the last time we had spoke, what I wanted to start with, Harvest a Million Meals, 2.6 million meals, helped 86 local food pantries. Mm-hmm. So we want to thank Harvest for that.
Absolutely. You know, they do that all across their entire footprint, which includes, I think, 4 states. So, but our region here, Mountain Home and North Central Arkansas, has kind of consistently been the lead fundraiser across the 4 state areas. So I think that's true again this year. In fact, I know it is. They just knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
You know, and that all amounts to, we have some really incredible community members here that just step up and do good for their neighbors.
Definitely. That's what we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody steps up. These floods came through. We know people have stepped up for the tornado relief funds, and they'll step up again, most definitely.
Yeah.
But you also wanted to give thanks to First Community Bank.
Yeah, so First Community Bank has just finished up a cereal drive across the state with their branches across the state of Arkansas. They've been doing that with KHTV Channel 11 out of Little Rock. They have a summer cereal drive, and I think this is their first year to participate in that cereal drive, so we're grateful for that. We're going to be picking up truckloads of cereal for most of the day on Friday, so excited about that.
There we go. We got some members of First Community Bank.
That's our branch here in Mountain Home.
Very good. And our banks are always involved. Lots of businesses here get involved with everything that.
Yeah, I mean, Saturday we had a group of folks out helping us with our senior food boxing event. We do that the second Saturday of every month, and team members or employees from Bass Cap Boats were out. They helped us with that, as well as Cumberland Presbyterian Church and some members of First United Methodist Church here in Mountain Home. And, then we had just, a dozen or more, whatever it might have been, folks that just regularly come on a Saturday. They're not specifically with a group. They just show up and help. So
that's
awesome
excellent
to have that happen.
Yeah, just walk in the door and they're
there. They are. Yeah, we pack about 1,380 boxes each month for senior citizens, and it's about a 25 to 30 pound box, and get that food out to the ones that need it the most.
Very good. Yeah. Well, Mayor Adams, you had a fundraiser that went really well. You were hoping last time we spoke to raise about $50K. It ended up being about 75 to 80.
75 to 80, and while you said I had a fundraiser, it was truly a community fundraiser.
True. Yeah.
I just happened to get to play a role in it, and was there when we started the idea and got the right people together to make it happen. And Jeff mentioned the word a while ago about the Harvest effort, while the community effort that made that possible. It was truly the community that made this event possible, this fundraiser. A great group of people helped put it together, organize it, put it on. People from outside of here, Cape Girardeau, Missouri was involved in helping as far as bringing us something to cook on. Townsend Spice at Melbourne as far as supplying a lot of product, wholesale grocery companies, so and then a lot of local restaurants. But the real support came from those people who bought all those tickets for those 1,000 chicken lunches, 396 pork steak dinners, and that auction that night. Those people that got that money out of their pocket to pay for all those dinners and those auction items are the real community supporters in this.
Definitely. We sure do appreciate how this community bands together, businesses and individuals. It happens every time, and everybody steps up.
Yeah.
We sure do appreciate it. Yeah.
And the meals, my gosh, they were incredible. I don't know if you guys got any of that chicken or the pork, but man, just knocked it out of the park. Great food, great cause, and that's, I kind of have to echo what the mayor said. We're playing a small part in this at the food bank, and just nice to be a part of something that so many people stepped up and did good with.
Definitely. Yeah.
We're going to be working now as we kind of move forward. This is kind of the part that we'll help with a little bit more, but the food bank is serving as the fiscal agent for this project, which means basically we've accepted the money and we'll be distributing the money out. But there'll be a group of folks that the mayor's put together that, folks that helped on this project and kind of took some leads that we'll sit down with them, look at applications as they come in, and they'll decide where that money needs to go to be able to best serve as many folks as we can. If anyone's out there that's interested in an application, you can pick that up at the food bank, or you can give us a call. The phone number of the food bank is 870-499-7565. And basically, give us a call. We'll email you an application. It's a pretty easy, simple application. We're not trying to make this difficult for anybody. We'll get those back in. I believe we said the 9th.
August the 9th.
August the 9th will be the deadline on turning those back in to us. And then the group will sit down and kind of go through those and see how we can help the most people in the best way. And then we haven't really gone through this yet, but I would say that as soon as they decide where the money needs to go, it'll be out. I mean, there's no reason for us to hang on to it. So we'll get it out as quickly as we can and try to help most folks we can. And I don't want to steal any of the mayor's thunder, but kind of we were talking about this a little bit, saying, hey, we're really looking for things that FEMA would not cover, that insurance wouldn't cover. How can we step in and fill that gap? So anything out there that you either had damage yourself or your neighbor or someone family member, whatever, that's had some damage that other things won't cover, then this is the pot of money that will hopefully help you and others.
Yeah. And one of the things we haven't had, we've had some discussion as we were standing around the grills cooking chicken and pork steaks, but we haven't sat down and had a real chat about is we haven't even determined an amount yet that people are going to be given, as far as, we're going to take this money and give each person a certain dollar. That's going to be based off the number of applications we get.
Sure.
And the needs those folks have. But I can tell you, we've heard a lot of stories since that Saturday after the tornado when we cooked those 1,400 pork sandwiches and delivered those. And last week just heard one Friday from some people that came got chicken about a senior couple. They lived on Social Security. Mm-hmm. Car was paid for, house was paid for. You'd think they got it made. Why do they need a lot of insurance? Yeah. Tree falls on the house and the car.
Yeah.
And so anyone out there, and we're gonna try when the deadline closes on August 9th. I'd like for us to be putting these funds in people's hands early, within a day or two of that. Let's get this thing rolling, and we're just trying to get the word out now about we've got some money. If you need some, don't be afraid to come ask.
Yeah, go by the food bank and apply. Definitely. Oh, and you're talking about a tree falls on a car, that they might have just had liability on it.
That's right.
And not full coverage, and now they're out of car. And cars are expensive nowadays. And if they had an older car, they're not going to get much for it, and you can't replace that car for the amount of money that the insurance is going to give you.
Yeah.
So it's going to make a difference getting that help.
Yeah. We had a lady that was in at the food bank and just sharing her story and finding out, the damage that they'd had and whatnot. And I just thought, wow, I don't know how you overcome that.
Mm-hmm.
Just not only physically or financially, but also emotionally and spiritually. Yeah. I mean, these folks have been through the ringer, and the work that the folks did last Friday to help raise this money, it's not going to fix everything, but it will certainly tell us that our community is surrounding you with love and prayers and action. You know, that's the best part, is we're going to do our part and try to help where we can.
Yeah, definitely, and it's going to make a difference. The stress level is high, but when you got somebody that can put their arm around you and said, "I can do what I can for you," it makes a difference.
And I think it's a little easier now, probably not a little easier today for those folks over in Marion County and along the waterways here in north central Arkansas. But for the tornado victims, I think that's, we've had a chance to breathe a little bit, and you can begin to see, what needs to be done. But there's a time period there after the storms pass through that you're just numb, and we've seen that on people's expressions and their eyes, and they don't really know what to do next. So hopefully at this point they've had an opportunity to kind of take a breath, visit with FEMA. FEMA continues to be at our building through the end of the month. So if you haven't had a chance to meet with them and see how FEMA or the Small Business Administration can help you, certainly stop by the food bank Monday through Saturday from 8 until 6. And sit down and visit with them, see what they can do for you and whatnot. Of course, hopefully they've had a chance to talk to their insurance companies, and like I said, just take a breath, realize that we can make it through this, and start knocking off some tasks related to cleaning up their properties and getting their lives back on track. But it's a significant, one of the most significant experiences of your life. We had a lady over in at one of the mobiles that we served over in the eastern part of our service area that had lost her home 3 times to different disasters, fires and different things over her lifetime. And on the one hand, I felt very, sad for her. On the other hand, I thought, what an amazing example of resilience and faith in God that she had, that, she just got up that morning and said, hey, this is what we got to do. And the first thing is, let's get in the food line and make sure we get some food to replace what we've lost. You know?
And then move on to rebuild.
Yeah, and then let's see what the next thing is. So here's the next thing for us. Let's take advantage of the funds that are available through this application and the fundraising efforts that the mayor and others have been a part of.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned the SBA. They extended their deadline through August.
They did.
To apply?
Yes.
Yeah. It's at the 31st, I guess, through the end, or 30th?
I think it's right there at the end of August, 29th, 30th, somewhere in that zone. Maybe it ends on a Friday and doesn't include the weekend or something like that. But that extension has happened, and I don't know that they will extend their time here with us, but of course they can continue to follow up. So the idea is get into the food bank now, get that process started, get assigned your person and contact person with FEMA and the SBA, and then continue to follow up on that through the end of August.
Yeah, very good. I've worked with the SBA before. They'll take care of you. You just got some paperwork to do, but it'll be okay.
Yeah, they're walking folks right through it and seem to be doing good. So,
since May 26th, the morning the tornado hit, a lot of people may not have a clue how many folks have been involved in coming to Baxter County, and particularly those impacted areas, and helping. The first 5 days we saw more electric and power company trucks here and contractors we've probably seen since ice storm, and so many people stepped up to help Baxter County. I was able to help arrange. Their basketball coach at Arkansas State University had reached out to me, and he wanted to bring his team up here. And we had those guys at the food bank that morning. We did an introductory with them to the event. We left half of them at the food bank. They packed boxes. The other half went down and handed out boxes. And to hear those boys at the end of the day, we took them to eat. And to hear some of those boys had never, ever in their life, they might have lived in Buffalo, New York. They knew about snowstorms. They had no idea what a tornado could do.
Sure.
And to hear those kids sit around and what they learned that day and the people they got to shake hands with and hear about that meant something to those kids. And so, you know, I mention that because there's been just such a wide array of people come to Baxter County and help. This fundraiser we did the other night, while it raised significant dollars, it was just a small piece of all the help we've had in this county now for over 30 days.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and it gives them experience that they'll now take with them when something else happens in a different area, and they'll think, I know what that was like, and I need to go help again. Yeah, they'll be more apt to. Yeah.
The spirit of helping and giving back also kind of gets in your blood after after you've done it once or twice. You get that feel good. You know, I always say that it's wonderful to receive help and assistance, and you feel blessed and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, I think those of us giving and helping others, we're the ones that get the real blessing out of it all. It's amazing to be a part of something like that, and you know, we get to see that at the food bank all the time. I used to say that I have the best job in the world because, you know, I get to help other people, and now I've kind of backed off that a little bit, and I'll say, you know, I get to help people help other people, and that's pretty cool too, you know. So you get that happening with students, like students at ASU Jonesboro, and get that in on them when they're younger. That pays off dividends long down the road.
Oh yeah, they're more likely to do it later. Scooter voluntold a couple of times. You know, we've done some events at the LC7's Youth Center, and I haven't been a big volunteer, you know, most of my life, but I've always had so much fun with him doing these events and not looking for anything out of it myself, just, you know, enjoying the time with people. And volunteering it will get in your blood. If you do it once, you'll want to do it again for sure. Yeah,
there's a sense of community. One of the ladies from FEMA was in the building last Saturday when we were packing all those boxes, and she stuck her head back in the warehouse area where we were packing, and she kind of pulled me aside and she said, and the best part of this is you got little bitty kids and, you know, grandmas and grandpas, and we're everybody in between, and we're all just, you know, kind of pitching in and helping, and that's good stuff.
Definitely. Yeah, very much so. Well, anything coming up? I go to your Facebook page. You talk about, you know, the packing boxes, disaster. I seen a disaster supplemental nutrition assistance program, DSNAP.
Yeah, so DSNAP was part of what was offered to our communities as a part of the tornado piece. We may see that again with the flooding that has happened. Of course, we'll have to wait for any kind of declaration for disaster that may or may not come out of that piece. I would assume it does, but, you know, we'll have to wait and see that happen. Disaster SNAP comes a little bit further after the event, and it's typically open for about a week or so. So folks were from tornado victims were able to go into DHS and apply for those regardless of your income guideline. Then, you know, you're sitting in a disaster zone, you've had tornado come through or now this flooding come through. It just gives folks a little helping hand regardless if you normally would have qualified for SNAP benefits. So think about it as just taking a regular tool that we have in our toolbox for hunger relief, SNAP, which is what we call food stamps now, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. So we've got that regular everyday tool that we use across America, and now we've got a disaster zone, and let's apply that to that specific disaster zone and help people in the moment that they might need it. And so we were excited to work with DHS to kind of learn from them, because I have never participated in a disaster in my service area that had DSNAP. So being able to learn from them about that process and then help guide our folks, community members, to DHS for that project was you know, pretty incredible. We'll keep watch over that. If that happens with the flooding, we'll certainly double back and make sure everybody's aware of that opportunity as well through Marion County and again along the waterways and
Sure.
whatnot that are affected by these floods. Did you say something like 19 inches of rain yesterday in
Southern
Big Flat?
Baxter County, Big Flat, Stone County, Timbo, Mountain View area. There were places down there recorded 19.7 some odd inches of
That's
rain
amazing.
right there.
Total
So
weather.
there's significant damage from where Sycamore Creek runs into the White south to Guyan. And there's going to be damage upstream. We all know about Yellville and that area over near Crooked Creek and what happened there. So there'll be a whole lot of damage up and down the river before this thing's over with right there.
Yeah.
The only way, I couldn't sit here at this table with Jeff from the food bank and you ask what else has come up to not remind folks this Saturday and then every Wednesday and Saturday after that's farmers market.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you something. The best place for me to see farmers market from is from maybe one of the upstairs windows at Raps or the top of Rio Burrito and look down through there and see all of the tents, that parking lot. I don't know if you can put another pop tent in it. And then the cars that are parked around it. Mm-hmm. And all the people milling back and forth from the farmer's market up towards Coe's Coffee, up towards the pastry store, all around the square and the traffic. The town's alive on Saturday morning, so we need some great Saturday morning weather.
Yeah.
And it comes crawling down there then, so can't ever not mention that farmer's market.
Definitely. I've been down there when that's going on. A food truck every once in a while will be there, and we very much enjoy it. Always leave with a couple of bags of items. Yeah. It's,
A lot of times you got somebody down there with a guitar singing or doing whatever. It's just really cool. Great atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've had some bounce houses from time to time. We try to do those on the Memorial Day weekend or 4th of July weekend, whatever it might be. Jennifer is a member of our team, employee of the food bank, and she manages that market and has some incredible vendors and volunteers that help her with that. I believe it was last Saturday, they were able to, we have SNAP and WIC at the market now. So if you receive SNAP or WIC, you can go down and use those benefits at the market. And we got a report that they had a little over $900 worth of SNAP and WIC benefits used just on that Saturday morning. So, from the food bank's perspective, that's where we really like to see some wins there for us.
Yeah.
If folks that are receiving those SNAP and WIC benefits can also be buying their produce, fresh produce, locally grown, that's all good.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it supports those vendors that are doing the growing. That's a plus, not just for our local economy, but also for the person's health and well-being. So we're excited about that. We're also excited when those farmers, those vendors donate food back to the food bank, and we're seeing a lot of that happen this summer. We saw a lot of that last summer. They get down to the end of the farmers market week because we're there on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and they'll say, I've got some stuff that's not going to make it till next Wednesday. Let's go ahead and give that to the food bank, and y'all get that out.
Sure.
And seeing hundreds of pounds of food come in that way as well. And, again, just speaks to the giving nature and the, community spirit that we have around the Twin Lakes area.
most definitely. 7:48, we'll take our last break.
You bet.
And we'll be back with more.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should have called the Z-Team.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home. Your senior health care.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We're visiting with Jeff Quick of the Food Bank of North Central Arkansas and Mayor Hillary Adams, City of Mountain Home, talking about just community coming together after natural disasters. The food bank giving out so much food and constantly doing it every month. And then we have something like this happen and you get even more donations. And it's a testament to our area. We appreciate everybody that gets involved, everybody that volunteers, the businesses that come together. I was looking at this picture. You were talking about packing the boxes, and you had Bass Cat Boats and Cumberland Presbyterian Church, First United Methodist Church, all pitched in to pack these boxes. How many boxes do you give out a month? The senior box program?
Well, just through the senior box food box program, we do 1,380.
1,380 boxes.
Those go out throughout the 9 county service areas.
Yeah. So, if you're looking to volunteer with the food bank, you can contact Jeff at 870-499-7565. And the best thing to do is maybe just go down and take a tour of the building.
Yeah, just stop by. Don't get too excited. We might put you to work the day you stop by and tour, right?
Yeah.
So,
I've got something for you.
We've got plenty of stuff to do. There's always projects to do in the warehouse, of course, in the front of the building, helping folks as they come through. Our job is not, or our primary job is not necessarily to serve people directly. Most of the work that we do is through a network of about 85 or 90 different local food pantries and shelters and soup kitchens. So our primary role is to make sure that those organizations have food.
Yeah.
And then families tend to go to those organizations to get their food. But from time to time, people walk in and they need assistance, and we try to give them a little bit of assistance there and say, okay, now here's the food pantry that's closest to you. There's no reason for you to drive across the county or across town even sometimes to come to the food bank. You just go to the one that's closest to you, and that's where you can be best served. But, like I said, there's plenty of stuff to do at the food bank, whether that's working in the warehouse or helping that front desk or helping with specific projects that are going on. We have the Hunger Gardens, another partnership with the city. We have gardens there at the food bank, but we also have a garden over in Cooper Park. And I think it's watermelons over there this year. Does that sound right? But right now, this past week or so, it's not uncommon for them to get, 200, 300, 400 pounds of food that are coming out of the gardens on a daily basis, whether it's watermelon or eggplant or squash or cucumbers, tomatoes, a little bit of everything. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was at Cooper.
Yeah. So there's a fairly good size acre or two garden at Cooper, and then there's gardens there at the food bank facility. Kind of, if you're looking directly at the front of the building, it's over to your right, but then we've got another plot of ground kind of between us and Cardinal Drive that we farm as well. I think there's 40 something fruit trees on that piece of land kind of behind the building. So
Very nice.
yeah, we've got a couple of years to wait for harvest on those fruit trees, but we planted them last fall, and part of a grant opportunity that we have through the Broadway Cares program, which is a foundation obviously out of New York City, but they raise money through patrons of the Broadway shows, and then patrons of the Broadway shows that are touring across the nation as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, very good. Well, and we have a lot of local growers that at the farmers market. If somebody wanted to be a part of the farmers market, do they contact you at the food bank? Do they contact?
They do. Give us a call at the food bank, and we'll connect you with Jennifer. Jennifer's kind of our market and garden guru around the office, but she'll get you fixed up. And literally, today's Thursday. You want to be at the market Saturday, she'll find you a spot.
Very good.
Now, hear what the mayor said earlier. It may not be prime spot because that parking lot is full.
It does. Yeah. That's good. That's an excellent. You will have people still walk by your booth. You might not be, as you say, prime spot, but they're going to walk by every booth. I know we do when we go.
Yeah, we do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a good way to spend your Saturday morning. When we go, we usually start off at Cove and head to the pastry place, and then head on down to the market and walk around as well. Bring your dog if you want to. We bring our Bassett sometimes, so it's all right. Come on down and enjoy.
And it's going to be beautiful. If you want to donate to the food bank, you can go to their website, foodbanknca.org. There's a donate tab up at the upper right corner. If they want to just bring in a check to you, they can just drop off a check. Want to volunteer and help them in any way. You have different ways of volunteering. You can do, what are some of the ways? Ways to...
So if you want to be a part of our program, you can obviously donate. That's the first way you can give. You can advocate, pray for us and the people that we serve. Share our message to folks around you. That's always a good plus. We also have a thrift store and a food pantry that we run in Norfolk. So if you're down closer that way, or your interest is more along those lines, we can connect you with those programs. We do mobile food pantries in Jasper and in Harrison. So if you want to spend the day with us on the road and pass food out directly to people, we can come and get you to be a part of that. That's great. Of course, the warehouse, the gardens, the market, you name it. We got a little bit of everything. Receptionist at the front desk, basically about anything you want to do, we can find a spot for you.
Very good. The Food Bank in North Central Arkansas has been around since,
1982.
Yeah, 1982.
And ironically enough, was created in response to a flood along the White River. So here we are.
Yeah, down in
Norfolk.
Yeah. Yep.
You mentioned that when it was created, this disaster effort, we had options to the group of us who started this to say, okay, now we got to go form a nonprofit to try to get this money collected and rounded up. But it was so easy with the food bank's knowledge and experience in this area to work with them. And they created a disaster relief line, or account, so that any funds raised through this go to the food bank disaster relief, and it'll be used for that purpose. So it's kind of like this effort here is a duplication of what happened when it all started many years ago, and it made a great partnership for those involved in this effort to work with the food bank just because of their knowledge and experience, and they already know so much about the people.
Yeah,
they know a lot of the people that need the help, so it's going to be a great partnership to get these funds distributed.
Definitely. The tornado fundraiser was a complete success, $75,000 to $80,000. If you were affected by the tornado, go by the food bank and apply. There'll be August 9th will be
the deadline for getting those applications back in. It's really easy, so there's no worries. I mean, you can come in on August 9th and we'll sit down and help you fill out the paperwork. It's not going to be anything that overwhelms you.
Sure. Very good. We got about a minute left. Any final thoughts, Jeff?
Just want to say thank you to the community. What an amazing place to live. Of course, I've been here for most of my life, so I get to tell you that I'm probably a little bit partial to it, but it's really great to be a part of a community that works together so hard to make sure that our neighbors are cared for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mayor?
I had pretty much the same thing. We never dreamed on the Saturday after the tornado, sitting down there cooking pork sandwiches. Shane Lynn from Melbourne, Arkansas, I helped him do an event like this a few years ago in Melbourne. He said, I think you could do something like this up here. And it happened. It's just we never dreamed.
You had talked about,
said, our target was not 75 to 80,000.
No.
It was much less, and we were going to be happy. So it turned out a lot bigger than we thought it would be, and we'll never be able to thank the people who made that happen enough.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us this morning. We appreciate you guys. You do a lot of hard work for our area, and you will continue on as usual. Thank you for watching. You all have a great day. It looks like beautiful weather through Sunday, and then maybe rain again next week, but maybe just a little. Y'all have a great day.